Hello, I'm Julian Guttridge, Cabinet Portfolio for Health and Environment at the Nuneaton and Bedworth Borough Council. I'm here today in Stirling Walk in the cycleway. We have started to do some of the trimming of the bushes that overhang the cycleway. We have trimmed them down. If there is bare patches, we will replant in the season. But also I'm here to tell you about the popular trees. We have to look at the popular trees and we have to pollard the popular trees, which our tree officer will explain in a bit. But I'm very mindful that we will keep the cycleway open for when the schools are coming out and going to school, because we need to keep the children going to school. So I will now pass you over to our tree officer.
Okay, so just to talk about the Lombardy poplar trees behind me and the up and coming works. Okay, poplar trees, despite being very big, okay, and you know, people think of them as very big trees like oaks, but they're not very long-lived trees. People put them up as quite quick sort of screen planting. So they're good in some contexts and not others. Here we've got trees that are quite close to the path, and being short-lived trees, these are getting quite old now, and there is a bit of an issue with them being the works that have been done and them being so close together. One issue with them being close together is they do rely on each other, and a lot of trees, trees need movement, and when they move they grow and they get strong. If they rely on other trees next to them, they grow a bit weaker, so they're strong together. But if you then have to remove whole trees, those trees become independent and they're quite weak. Another issue that we've got is they've been pollarded or topped and then to be maintained as pollards. And what that means is that they've been cut to a certain height, but the trees want to re-establish that sort of root to shoot ratio that they've got, so they grow very quickly. So what you get is a branch, and instead of being a branch like that, it's a branch like that with many branches coming out of one branch. Those are very weakly attached and they're in competition with each other, so they're also very capable of failing. Okay, so one way to get around that is to reduce the trees, and that's what we've done before. And once you reduce the tree, you get into a cycle of reduction and you keep the trees low, and by doing that you keep them healthy, because the shoots that generate are juvenile shoots. Some of the oldest trees that we've got are pollards. What you've got to bear in mind that some trees like pollarding, some trees don't, and then certain trees like these that are on quite a short life cycle, you'll only get so many pollards out of them. Okay, but it does buy us a bit of time for replanting and planning ahead for the future.